Hello everybody, my name is Nimrod. I'm your guide for this course of Fusion 360. This is our first project. It's a dice. When I can look around, this is the final product. It's actually ready to print. I can send it to my printer and 3D print it. So this will be our first project. It's quite big, but it's ready. We can, if I want, maybe make her a bit smaller, slice it and send it to my printer. That's it. So let's get started. How I do that? I'm gonna move slowly, show every step, and you can follow me and do the same. So let's start with a blank project. We're going to start by creating a sketch. I create a sketch. I can do it on each one of these yellow spaces. I choose the bottom one, which is the top view. So this is the X axis and this is the Y. And if I move it around, I can see that the Z is going up. So that's how I want it, the top. And I'm gonna start by creating a rectangle. I can choose the rectangle from here, but this is a 2-point rectangle. I want a different rectangle. If I stand here, I can see there are some type. This is a 2-point, but I want the center rectangle. The center, I choose the center, I press my left button, and then I get a center rectangle. You see it's connected to the center, and I can okay, I just put it somewhere and press. This is my rectangle. Now when I move it, it's centered all the time. So let's for example, if I take this one and I do the same, and I can move each one of his parts, it's not centered at all. I want to delete it. Here it's centered, that's how I want it. And I can give dimension. So I choose the dimension key, I press this line, and let's do it quite big. I do it 100 millimeter. It's 10 centimeter. I'm working in millimeters. If you are in inch, you can go to the document setting and change the unit here to millimeter. So this is the European millimeter. I can see that this line become black. It means that they are fixed, but these lines are not fixed yet. So I'm gonna give them another dimension. Do it 100 again. So now I have 100 and 100, and this is a perfect square. I finish my sketch, and then I go to the extrude, and I want, if I show the origin, you can see that my square is just in the middle. I want to keep it in the middle. Why? Because I want to use this axis and those planes later on when I want to mirror stuff. So what I'm gonna do, if I just take this arrow and move it, I extrude to this side, because this is said one side. I can do it two sides, so then I can extrude up and I can extrude down as far as I want, or I can choose symmetric. When I choose symmetric, I go one side and the other goes the same way. So I want it all to be 100. I can write an equation here. I want 100 divided by 2. So each side is going 50 and 50. 100 divided by 2. So I get a cube, which is located in the origin of the axis is completely in the middle. of my cube, and I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it, and then I can do one side a mirror. I do it quite a lot if I want to do symmetric stuff. So now we have the cube. Now we're going to start with the first sign, the 1 sign. Before I begin, I was just looking for a dice, just to see how it look. So there are many dice, for example this dice, and I can see, here I can see all the numbers on the dice, and it will be useful to look at the pictures, how it's done. But let's start with a 1, and I want to do it here. So I create a sketch right on the top of this cube. Now if I want to be sure where my sketch is, I press the shift and the center of my mouse key, the roller, center of the roller, and I can move it. I can move and see where I did the sketch. See, I create a sketch on this plane. That's what I want. In this plane, I take the circle. This is a center diameter circle, and I choose the middle, and let's make it 20 millimeter, and I press enter. So now, okay, I finished my sketch, and if I want to make hole, I can just take the extrude and extrude it backwards as far as I want. Let's say 10 millimeter, just for let's say I want to do it like that. But okay, I can move the origin if I don't want it. But this is not the way holes in the cube look like. See, when you look at the holes, it's let's make it a little bit bigger. Too big. It's like it's not a hole. It's like a round hole, like half a ball or something. So I want to do this half ball. So let's I want to delete my last I just choose my last extrude, and I don't see my sketch because it's hidden. It's over here. This is my sketch, and I want to make it like a hole in the half a sphere hole. I'm gonna edit my sketch here. I'm gonna press my right key on my mouse, edit sketch, and I'm going to create a line. I can create it everywhere, but when I stand and touch the sphere, it's show this blue X. So I choose one, no matter where, I put it here. So this is blue. Why it is blue? Because I can move it. It could be anywhere. Can take one side and move it. It's not fixed. The only place that it fixed on the circumference of the circle. I want this line to be on that dot. So I'm going to use my constraint. So constraint is a very powerful tool. I'm going to use this one, coincident constraint. I want this point to be on this line. Okay, it says error because something was missing. I press the escape key. Let's try it again. I want this line to be on this point. Now you can see that it fixed to this point. This is a very powerful thing when I want to do it. Now I want to try more. I can move. This is the dimension. I can move it. It doesn't matter. I can even move it, put it here. It's not a real line. It's just the dimension. I want this line to be on this axis, on this y-axis, the green one. Let's show the green axis. Now we can see it. Now I press escape, and now I use the collinear. I can use several several constraints. I can use the collinear, I can use this one, horizontal, vertical, okay. And I'm gonna press this line. Now he is horizontal with the y-axis and it became black. When it's black, it says it's completely constrained. I can't move it anywhere. We want to use our models to be fully constrained, that we can't move anything. We have reason for that, we'll explain later. Okay, we finished sketch. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna take half of this circle and I want to revolve it around this axis. So I use the revolve. Here is the revolve key. I'm gonna use this half. So the profile that I'm going to revolve, this is the profile. The axis is gonna be this axis. And now you can see it's red. Why is it red? It's red because it thinks we want to cut. We want to cut, but I want to show you the other option. If I put join, you see it creates a sphere on this, and connect this sphere to this cube. Well, we don't want that. We can cut. We can intersect. It's only this part. It's like half. So we can do it a new body. Now we can. It's kind of a ball, a new body ball. So let's say if we do it a new body, we have body 1 here, and I press OK. Now I have two body. One body it's the sphere, the other body is the cube. So this is the new body. Or I can. That's what I can do now. But for now, I just want to cut. So I choose the cut, 360 degree, and I press OK. So I can still see my sketch. Now you can see it's much more like it. This is what I want for my cube. So we have the 1. Now I want to see what the opposite of 1. The opposite of 1 is 6 on a cube. So this is 6. We have 1 on the other side. Let's see where we can see it. Yeah, actually it doesn't matter. I saw cubes in several ways. But let's say I want to do 6 on this side. So I create a sketch here, and I want to create 6 over here. So I start by creating only 1. I take the circle and I create a circle. Say I want a 20, and I press enter. Now I can put this circle everywhere. It's not constrained to every place. The only thing that the diameter it's 20. Now we're gonna give dimension from this side and this side. Let's say I want from this line to here, I want it to be 20 millimeter, and from this line to this line also 20 millimeter. Now it's fully constrained. One more thing I want to do, I want to make this line that we're gonna use it later for the revolve. So I can use it everywhere I want. For example, okay, I press the escape. Now if I go, I can see, okay, it's connected to here, it's connected to here. Let's say I press Ctrl Z just to remove it. I can do a line like that, no problem. Yes, I can do a line like that. Then I can take this point, and if I put it, I can snap it to here. I don't have to. I can use this coincident constraint, take this point and connect it to here. It's the same. Take this point, connect it to here. You don't have to look for it. It's very easy to connect things here. You don't have to be very precise. You just need to know what you want. Now I want this line to be on this point, so I take this line and I put it on this point, and it's here. And I want it to be square, to be just in the center. I take the horizontal vertical, and I take it and I choose the horizontal vertical, and it's straight on. I don't have to look for it. It's completely here. And now I can see we have two parts. But I remember I want 6, not only 1. So there are several ways to do it. I can mirror it to this side if we use this line here. But I'm going to use a different method, very useful. I'm going to create, and I have this pattern, rectangular pattern. But okay, I know where it is. I know it's create rectangular pattern. But if I don't know, I just press my S key. So I have sketch shortcut, and I just write pattern. We have many patterns, and I want rectangular pattern. What's the difference between this and this? I don't think there is a difference. That's what I want. This is for bodies. This is not for sketch. I want rectangular body. Let's do it again. Pattern. I want this one. Rectangular. Okay. Which object do I want? I want this one, and I want this one. Choose 2 objects. What the direction? I want it over here and over here, but I have too many. I want this side. See, when I move it, this one, and I want only 2, and here I want 3. That's exactly what I want. I can choose where to put it. Let's put it 60, like that. We can calculate exactly where we want to put it. Just do it by eye for now. This is 60 and minus 60. If I go up, it's 60. Here it's minus 60. Let's look okay. And I have all my 6. Finish sketch. Revolve, and now I can do 3 revolve at a time. All the one in line. I can't use this one because I need them to revolve around this axis. So I can look from the side. This is what I want. Cut. And I want to do it again. I can press this revolve again, or if I'm here, I can push my right button and repeat revolve. Now I don't see my sketch. Where is it? Just because I don't know why it turned it off. I can turn it on back and do the same. It doesn't matter if I choose this one or this one. It's the same. Cut. So we have our 6. I didn't make a mistake, but I didn't save it. You see, it says untitled. When you don't save it while you're working, it's a bad habit, because it doesn't, if something happened and it crashed, it doesn't brings back your design. So please do yourself a favor and save once in a while. Just save it. Okay. Well, I have dice, so I can call it new dice. You can call it dice if you want. For me, maybe dice 2. New dice for now, because I have 1 dice here. And now when I work, if something happened and it stuck and it fell, you can still recover. Very important to save. So now I'm going to do the 5. Create a sketch. Take this plane, and now I want to create 5. How 5 look like? So we have 2 dots here, 2 dots here, like, and we have 1 dot in the middle. So let's do it. I don't have nothing on the other side. I have 1 and 6. So let's start with I can do it in several ways. I start with 1. Let's say this one 20, and I give it the dimension to here, let's say 20, and to here 20. Now I want to mirror this. Okay, I press escape. Now I'm gonna mirror this line. Okay, I just make the line that we used before. Like that. Okay, now you can see that when I press this horizontal vertical, I was closer to here, so that's why he made it vertical like that. I prefer it horizontal because I'm gonna have another one here. Well, actually I have another one here, so it doesn't matter. I leave it like that. So I press the escape, and I want to mirror all these lines to this side. So we're gonna use the mirror, it's here. Okay, I create, where is it? Mirror. Or I can press Shift Q, or I can press S, mirror, and I choose this one, the object mirror. So I choose these two, and ask me what is the mirror line. The mirror line is this one, the blue, but I can't see it. I can't mirror it. Why? Because I don't see it. I don't see it. I need to put my origin, and now I press the select, and now I can select it. And when I select it, I can see this one here. It's not here yet. I have to press OK. If I press cancel now, it's not happening. It's just to show you a preview of what's going to happen. So press OK. Now I want to mirror this two on this line. So I press mirror again. I can press here, or I can do right click, repeat mirror. Now I have 4 objects. Mirror line, this line, and now I have 4, and I need 1 in the center. So I can't mirror anything to be on the center. Maybe I have a way of doing it, but I think the simple way is just doing it. Just do a circle and put a line, and that's it. Like that. Doesn't matter because I can do it in any way. Finish sketch, and now revolve these two around this axis. Revolve again. These two around this, around this axis, and another revolve. This axis. I can remove the origin. So we have the 5. This is our 5. On the other side of the 5, we're gonna do 2. So I create a sketch here, and actually maybe I can use these two, this one and this one. They're already here. My sketch is here, but I have geometry over here. So we're gonna use this geometry to create the 2. How do I do that? I use a command called project include, project. Or I can just press P. It's the same project. And now I need this one. You ask him what is the geometry you want to put. Okay, so these two. Now you can see the purple line. Purple line are the lines that we project. So now we have the line. We just need this line and this line. Make sure they are connected, not connected to this. Control Z. Connected to this central point. They're completely black. Finish. And then all I have to do is revolve. Cut and cut. So this was easy because we used the geometry that we already have on this side. The only two sides that were left are the 3 and the 4. Let's start with the 4. It's over here. So the other side there's nothing. So just do it from the start. And I use the same dimension. 20 to here. 20 to here. So this is good. Our line. Make it. And now I can mirror this one to the other side, and I can mirror these two the other side, or I can do something else because we experimenting all kind of features of Fusion 360. We're gonna use this circular pattern. I want to put this geometry 4 times around this center line. So I choose a circular pattern, which are the object, this central point here. So now it says 3, but if I choose 4, it takes this geometry and put it 4 times. But you can see that it's turn it around. This one is here, this one is here, this one is here. It's like a clock or something. But okay, I can use that. I can do many more if I want, but I don't. I need only 4. So this is nice. And now I just finish sketch and I do the revolve. I have to work a little bit harder on the revolve because I need to do it several times, but for the sake of practice this is fine. I normally wouldn't do it, but it's good to learn a few more tricks. So this is the 4, and on the other side we have the last one is the 3. So we make a sketch here, and I can use the geometry that we already have. We can use these two. These two. It's the direction of the 3. Does it matter? No, I don't know if it's matter. So I go to the create project, include project, or press P, and I choose this one and this one. These are the 2, and I need another one here. And now I can create one line. Let's say I create one line from here to here. I can do that. Now this line is completely free. It doesn't connect. If I have any problem, let's say just press escape. If it's stuck somewhere, let's say now you can see by my cursor there's a kind of sign that is looking for a point, But if I don't want it, I just press escape and it's going back. Well, I can actually take this point and let's say I want this line to be on this point. What did he do? Okay. And I want this line also to be on this point. But you see, it make it from one point to one point. I want it to the end. So Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Let's put this line here, and the other one I put it here. So if I finish sketch, I can still save a little bit of work. So now when I do the revolve, I can choose this one, and this one. Choose the revolve axis here. And I save a few seconds for my 3. It's fine. A few seconds. So I have my cube almost ready for print. It's all good. Just need one more thing. I don't like these straight lines. See, I want them to be round like that. So I have this fillet here, or I can press it here or modify, go to fillet or press F or go to search. So I'm gonna choose all the lines that I want to fillet and I choose them all. Keep in mind you press the right line. If you press not the right line, you can press it again. Let's say if I choose this and I don't want this, this is not the one that I want. I can press it again, it's going off. So I move it around and I make sure that I didn't check this one. All those lines. Good. Now I can move this and you can see I can create fillet 5mm. Sounds good. Nice. So this is my cube. I save it. It's ready. It's ready for print. But you can see that I have colors here. You can use colors. The way you use color, you go to modify appearance or press the A button. And then you can find colors. For example, you can paint. Let's say I want to paint it black. So now I have a black cube. I can also, in a way, if I put blue, okay, so it's blue. But this is teal. So now I think I can choose faces. And now I can do things like that. For example, I want green faces and one blue faces, and so you can play with it and paint it the way you want. If you want to paint faces, you can do it. If you want to display it to someone, it doesn't matter for the 3D print. Okay, for now this is fine. Very nice. This one is red. Let's make it colorful. I like this feature. Which one I didn't use? Black. Nice. Okay, I like this cube. So you can this one doesn't have a color. So this is I have two greens. No, never mind. Okay, so this is my cube. If I want to print it, I can. We have only one body for now. I can just stand on it. I can press my right key button and go to Save as Mesh. Save as Mesh. I can create what I want. I use STL binary, and I can send it to my 3D print utility. I can send it directly, or can save it on my computer if I want to use something else. I use the process slicer. So you can see, just put it over here, and I can scale it if I want, say 50%, whatever I want, and print it, and I have a cube. So this was our first exercise. Thank you very much for listening. Good luck.